we would be at 44 billion. We would be almost nearing 70% of the NGCDF. And all that, the money that was supposed to be disbursed in the last financial year, I have disbursed it now. I'm not getting any credit for it. But let's put pressure on me so that the next financial year we don't have the same story. Honorable Osero, 21 billion, I think, is a repetition. Honorable Mase, you have asked about external finances. Yes, it is true that now it is coming out clear that we are unlocking the external finances. There were some conditions precedent which we have met. But again, I want to stop at, I want to hesitate from making a commitment with money that has not come. If that money comes, I will do more than I've promised. Because I want to make sure that by end of this financial year, we clear all the allocation, the 68 billion for the CDF. That we can only be able to do if when we get money, then we make sure that we enhance the allocation. On undertaking of 7 billion by end of next week, again, Honorable Farah Malim, I think I've addressed that. Honorable Kirima, am I aware that there is the only development in the constituencies is through NGCDF? I am a Kenyan. I work in these villages. I know what is happening. But we also hope that counties use their monies prudently. Because actually that was a sense of devolution. And we cannot go back on devolution. It is there in the Constitution. We gave it to ourselves. I don't want to use such strong words, but I want to say better prudent use of government resources. Instead of getting a lot of cash touched in people's houses, how I wish that we could see better roads, more water provision, health facilities in most of our villages, because that is what Kenyans called for. On the issue of plan of releasing GAF, you know now we don't have a plan for 2024-25 because we have zero balance.
Yes.
So I wouldn't have a plan to release zero balance. But going forward, the money is not so much. At least you should be guaranteed that if it remains at that level of about 3 billion or so, we will be releasing it in 2 tranches, so that we don't again spread it too thin. We can't have monthly disbursement for 3 billion. Honestly, it would not make sense. On the issue of sanitary pads, I think this is a policy decision that women representatives can discuss with the line ministry and come to some solution. It is not hard. You can just invite the cabinet secretary, the principal secretary, and you agree. I don't even know and understand why there should be issues around this. To me, it is a matter that can be resolved very quickly, and because what those children need are sanitary pads. Quality sanitary pads, both at reasonable prices. Presidential directive of 1 billion, I want to say again, we will try our best, bring the estimates here, Parliament will appropriate, whatever Parliament appropriates or National Assembly appropriates is what we will give. If they appropriate 1 shilling, I will give 1 shilling. I will disburse 1 shilling. If they appropriate 10 billion, that's what we will appropriate. Again, the MP for Laikipia, can women reps get through NGAF, really not women reps? Let me say, NGAF gets its money back. It is this house to decide. I may not decide this. But going forward, I think I want to beseech honorable members, let us try to protect whatever location we have given to this fund, because it is too little. On gender-based violence cash, the money is there. We removed it from the gender ministry. Now it is with the parliament, under the parliamentary vote. I think the regulations, there should be a way through which that will be disbursed. And I know Parliament is very careful in this, but the money is under parliamentary vote. Again, there is a question on sanitary pads. I don't want to repeat that again. Finally, the Honorable Kainan asked about prioritization. Actually, Honorable Kainan, I think my strength is in cash flow management. And I try so hard and so much to balance. That is why even when you hear you will not hear that we cannot pay salaries. You will not hear that we have not released capitation. People will just complain, but before the term ends, we have released every money because there is a program. CDF, I guarantee you, there is a program. We will make sure that the entire amount is disbursed. Challenges notwithstanding. The same with county government funds. Development budgets, the exchequer request for development funds, the only outstanding exchequer request is 57 billion, and 54.3 billion. And we have a plan on how to release that money. So in terms of prioritization, we are up to it, we are working on it, and we'll make sure that we implement the budget as you appropriated it. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, I had given 30 minutes to this. We have done 1 hour. We have Minister Duale of Health waiting behind here to deal with issues and challenges of SHA. And we have many questions lined up. I want to encourage you, as honorable members, that the minister has responded to our call. He has spoken to us candidly. And remember, as we push, the others pushing. As your speaker, I'll ensure that through our administration in Parliament, Minister, every single word you have said to the House will be fulfilled. And I want to encourage you also, as you have said, that you'll send 7 billion on or before 29th, but if it's earlier, the better, if things work well. For affirmative action funds for our lady women, MPs, it is this House that reduced your money. And in the Committee of Budget, there are women. Why they didn't resist or call for help is a story for another day. But we will encourage Atandi, because the cream removed from that fund is very small. I'll encourage you to put it back in the next cycle so that the women MPs can at least start from there they were as we look to the economy improving and giving them some more. I say this because I've been in this House with you, and I know how prudently resources through constituencies are managed, as opposed to other management centers that you know. So let me encourage us that the little you have got is better than nothing, but we encourage the minister to do much more. And going to the future, Minister, as you have committed yourself, you will try to avoid the jam of January, February, March, and deal with the issues at the time where you have better latitude to ensure that what CDF does continues to do. And members, remember this, and you have gone to court to argue, and I agree with you, that this is not your money. This is money of the people of Kenya that you represent. And that this money is managed through committees that are independent of you. I don't want anybody to pick the Hansard and go to court to pretend that MPs have now said they control CDF, because that is how your detractors have been fighting it. This money comes to your constituency, this money is run by committees, and this money benefits the people you represent. You only come back to oversight that money. That's why we have reports that come here. So let's leave it here. We thank Jack Wamboka for bringing the issue. and the enthusiasm that you have all demonstrated in bringing out the salient issues that are pressing Kenyans. And Honorable Mbadi, you know you have been here, you have managed to see a constituency, and you know what CDF has done and can do. I was here before CDF, I was here during CDF, I will live here when CDF is even stronger. So let's ensure that CDF remains the centerpiece of our development activities in the constituencies. So we release you to go back to your ministry, and Majority Leader bring in the Honorable Farah Maalim. Honorable Carolo Monde, I know you have a question that is unrelated to CDF. And yes, I know you have an issue you wanted to ask the Honorable Mbadi unrelated to CDF. I would rather we don't now, so that we bring in Duale. We will ask the Majority Leader to arrange and have the minister back here to answer other questions other than CDF in the shortest time to come. In the meantime, you can file your question. I will have it tabled and we'll send it to the minister to deal with it even without coming here. Minister, you can now leave. Can you bring in the Minister for Health? Honorable members, take your seats. The CS for Health is coming in.